Hey everybody, Logan here. Yeah, I bought this controller. I did. Did I honestly think I would? No, I thought $100 was quite a bit. And, well, I still stand by $100 is quite a bit for this controller. That is the Resident Evil Requiem Switch 2 Pro Controller. Now, there is a reason why I think it's justified to buy this controller. Maybe you should wait for it to go on sale. I doubt it. It looks like it's harder and harder to find as the days go by, and the game hasn't even been out a week yet. People are snatching this up right and left. I've even seen it go as high as $150 resale on eBay, but it's eBay. I was able to walk into a Best Buy and look down, and lo and behold, there it was. But I tried to buy it online, GameStop, you name it, every place was sold out, but my local Best Buy. So I went, $100 is a lot, but I'm gonna get it. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna open this, I'm gonna show it to you, and I'm gonna tell you just why I think it's definitely worth it if you don't already have one, to pick one up. First of all, I want to show you, this is my regular Switch 2 Pro controller, and I do use it quite a bit. And those are thumbstick caps. I was actually not using it until I started playing Resident Evil Requiem, and it blew my mind just how much better of a controller this is than any other one, because I've played quite a few Switch 2 games and I didn't really think it was that impressive. I do like the super smooth sticks, but otherwise, you know, I think the grips are a little thin, but otherwise I was like, $90 really? Until I played Resident Evil Requiem. So, and I'm going to tell you, I've played it a few, and I've got a little Resident Evil addiction. So right now, I do have it on Xbox Series XS, but it is sealed. And if you're wondering, yes, I do have it on PS5. Technically, I bought it for my wife. That goes in her collection. I've gotten to the point where I really don't play the PlayStation anymore. I really only play Switch 2 and certain games on Xbox. But yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, long story. So here we go. We've got Resident Evil Requiem Deluxe Edition. This is the one I'm playing. And then I got the triple pack because it comes with 7 and 8 physically. It's the only way to get it on cart, if you will. And I've gotten to the point where I've accepted the game key cards, because think about it this way. I thought about this time and time again, and I'm like, at least with a key card, you have something there. And you can give it to a friend, you can trade it in, you can do something with it. Yes, it's not physically on the cart and you still have to download it. But if something happens with the digital copy, you're SOL. And there is still promise that even if they take it off the eShop per se, it's still in the background and you can pop this in and still download it from the server, even if the game is no longer on the eShop. So if that's the case, at least I still got something physical right there. So that's why I justify the key card. But if I can get another version that is complete on disc, I'll do that as well. But it's a long story. I'll get into that in a different video, but that's the gist of it. So here's the controller. We're going to compare it to my regular one, of course, without the stick caps. If you guys have seen it, those are they're black underneath, but I put those on just because, yeah, those are the ones I like. We've got gray on the top and gray sticks. Otherwise, everything else looks the same. So let's open up this bad boy. Well, let's slice it open, and then I'll show you a little bit of the box, just because I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the Switch 2 Pro controller at this point. But looking at the box, it only has a bit of art differences on the face until you look a little closer. You've got fully black sticks and a fully black top, so it's a completely black controller. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much standard. So let's just pop that open. It still does come with your Type-C cable. I like that because honestly, I've been unboxing and testing quite a few controllers these days that still don't come with these. And I've talked to reps from the companies and they're like, well, everybody has them lying around. And I'm like, not so much. I've actually talked to people in the comment section and whatnot. They're saying, does it come with a cable? Does it come with a cable? Because not all of them do, and especially older iPhone users don't always have them. So there's issues, and there's a lot of people that still want these cables. So that's always a plus. And then we open this up. Oh, the texture's different. It's still smooth, but I don't know if you guys can see that. The texture's actually different. Super smooth, and this has a matte smooth. Wow, that's actually a different texture. You can clearly see that even in the camera. Okay. So all black, all black, all black, all black. Okay. Okay, that makes it. Still has a super smooth. I love those sticks. Now, people are going to say, it's not worth it. No Hall effect, no TMR. I'm going to cry. Yeah, because that's what people do. It's the internet. But honestly, that is really nice. You still have your GL and GR in the back. Standard buttons. But one thing is, the reason this controller just really is on a different level is that HD Rumble 2. So I started playing Resident Evil 9 with another brand, and then I checked out its bigger brother, if you will, the S10 Lite and the S10. This has a version of HD Rumble. It's nice. This does not. Oh my god, it's awful. When you're playing Resident Evil Requiem with a controller that doesn't have HD Rumble, the whole thing just shakes like there's no tomorrow, and it needs that HD Rumble 2 to really get it. In their own right, these are fantastic third-party controllers. But honestly, in order to get the full effect of Resident Evil Requiem, you need this. There are scenes where, for example, in the opening cutscene, she's typing on a keyboard, and you can actually feel it throughout the controller. There are other times when she's walking in the rain, and you can feel it tapping on different sides of the controller in different places. Now, if you're using a third-party one that only has your standard actuators, like here in the grips, the whole thing's just gonna go like no tomorrow. It was not a pleasant experience. So the HD Rumble, I can honestly say at this point, playing a game that really takes full advantage makes it all the worth. Like, I was just going to start it on the Switch 2 to see how it really played, and, you know, and then go play it on the Series X and all of its, you know, HD 4K goodness. Because apparently the Series X version is on par with the PS5 Pro, where the PS5 version is closer to the Series S. I don't know. I haven't tested it on Series S or any of the others. I'm just going by what I've read and what I've seen. Interesting, though. But I'm really enjoying the Switch 2 version, and that's where I'm just going to continue to play it, because really that HD Rumble 2 takes it to a whole nother level. And the fact that the controller is just extremely comfortable, that is nice. It's a different texture. This is ultra smooth, and this is not as smooth, but still very smooth. You can tell. That is nice. The only thing I can see myself getting is a silicone sleeve, maybe a clear one or something, because I don't want to damage it or anything, because I use the snot out of this one now. I've really switched to just using the Switch 2 Pro controller simply because of, well, a lot of the features. So, console wake, of course, HD Rumble 2, gyro, even though I don't use gyro, you got C button, everything you really need. I haven't experienced any kind of drift whatsoever, so I went, all right, I'm gonna get a second one, and this might be my new addiction, because I really love the Switch 2 Pro controllers. I've collected all the original Switch 1 Pro controller variants, so I guess the same thing's going on with Switch 2. So I've stopped buying all the other ones from Sony and Microsoft because they just started releasing way too many. But Nintendo is a bit more conservative on how they release their special edition controllers, and I prefer that. So yes, I would definitely say get it. If you can find it and you're a big fan of Resident Evil, if you're playing Requiem on the Switch 2, it's a must-have, definitely. Unless you already have one. If you have the regular Pro, get it if you're a super fan, if you're a big collector. Otherwise, if you already have this one, just play the game with this, and that's definitely the way to go. But awesome controller. Do love it. Now that I have it in my hand and I see the differences, there are differences. There are clearly differences. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Tell me your thoughts on Resident Evil Requiem. Are you enjoying it? I sure am. Tell me what platform you're playing it on, whether it's PlayStation, Switch, or Xbox, or even PC. I haven't heard the best things about the PC version, but then again, I only know like 2 people playing it on PC. Everybody else I know has jumped on the Switch 2 bandwagon or actually playing it on Xbox. So again, tell me which platform you guys are playing it on. I want to know. And no spoilers, but tell me how far you've gotten. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. God bless each and every one of you. Like what I was saying, be legendary. Thanks again.